Hello everyone. So it's Amar here. I am going to do this Lab 6 tutorial, which is basically just showing you just a couple tricks with the text layer. Uh, the first things we're gonna do, I have this image of the Chrysler building here. I'm just gonna click on layers. I'm just gonna add this picture of the Chrysler building here. I kind of want this like just to make an advertisement for it. So first thing we're going to do is just click on new document. So since we're gonna be cropping it soon, the size doesn't really matter. So there we go. So yeah, next thing we're gonna do is just go back to our original image. So we're going to convert this into a smart object. So you see this lock over here? We're just gonna click on this lock. That'll just convert it into any other layer. And then we're gonna right click. Oops. We're going to right click and convert to smart object. So just click like so. And then we're going to use this move tool, which has already been selected. I'm going to use this move tool and drag it over here. Voila. So yeah, we can resize it as well. There we go. So the other thing we're going to do, I'm just going to make this as big as the actual canvas size as possible. There we go. Just going to do that. Okay. So I don't know if you noticed, but the building's also a bit crooked. So we're also just going to click on this layer. Then we're going to edit and free transform. I'm going to change it by 5 degrees so it's not as crooked. Oh, oops. Oh, it's a little too crooked actually. Um, Too crooked in the opposite direction. Let's try 4, 3, maybe 2, 1, maybe 1.5. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Next, you see this tool right here is the crop tool. We're going to use the crop tool and just gonna remove all these other buildings in the foreground, except for this one. So realistically, the point of it is to show that the Chrysler building's really tall as well. It was the tallest building in the world at the time when it was built in 1930. So yeah, just click the check mark here. And also we're gonna do Control plus, and that will basically move it to the front. Oh, sorry, zoom in. And yeah, so we have what we need here. Now we're going to go to the rectangle tool. So just the rectangle tool, make sure we have that selected. And um, I am going to make this one here. I already had the color selected as because I wanted a color that was gonna go good with the sky. So yeah, this color is really good. It's the pastel one. So it's this one right here. But you can also try this one, this one, this one. But I still like this one because it goes well with the blue sky. So oops. Now I'm just going to do that. Okay. Then I'm going to do the text layer. I'm going to just drag and drop. I like this font, so I'm just going to stick with this font. I'm just going to write Chrysler Building. Yeah, seems good. Seems good enough. Maybe make the rectangle just a bit bigger. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so now this part's important. So we're going to click on this layer here. We're going to right click and we are going to go to blending options, which is this one. So just click on blending options. See this fill opacity? We're going to turn that all the way down to 0. And then we're going to click here on knockout and click shallow. Okay. And then what we're going to do is get this layer, the rectangle layer selected, and we're going to press Control and then have this layer selected. Okay, so just these two layers are selected, no other layers are selected. Then we're going to do Control G, and that will essentially make the image, sorry, the text transparent. So I am going to um, uh, just temporarily, I'm going to merge these two layers actually. So just Control, right click, and merge just to show you what I did. So see here, you got the sky, so it's blue over here, the clouds over here. Then if I go over here, then you also have the windows. See the windows here, and now the windows are in here, and the C and the H and the B and the U. Okay, so I'm just gonna go Control Z to unmerge those layers. So Control Z is just undo. It's also right here, Control Z. There we go. Anyway, um, I'm also going to do this with the rectangle as well. So I'm just going to go to blending options, wherever it is, there it is. And yeah, just reduce the opacity of that. Because yeah, I don't want all the sky. There we go. I'm just going to reduce the opacity and the fill opacity. There we go. That should be good. Because that way we still get a bit of the sky, but also just a bit of the layer itself, like the rectangle itself. So there we go, and there we go. And yeah, I'm going to go back here, go back to blending options, because I forgot to show the stroke. There we go. So you're just going to click on stroke here, and you can change the opacity of the stroke. You can, oh, sorry, stroke, yes. You can change the opacity of the stroke. You can make it really low, really high. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. You can also change the size of it too. But I like this small size as well. But this also looks good too. But I'm going to go with the small size because I like the small size here. There we go. The other thing I'm going to do is just create another text layer. This one's going to be a bit more boring. Just going to write, I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Just going to make it 6. I'm just going to write established 1930, which was when it was made. So there we go. And there we go. Actually, before I forget, I might also just have like a little stroke for the rectangle as well. Maybe a stroke. So yeah, you can just add a stroke, remove a stroke, add a stroke, remove a stroke. Um, and maybe do I want it inside? Yeah, I kind of want it inside. There we go. Oops. There we go. So there's that. Maybe move the rectangle a bit so that it's not entirely, there we go. Not entirely just, so that the text layer is not entirely there. So yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to show you guys. So I'm just going to, yeah, so I'm just going to I'm just going to hide this group here. Um, Next thing I'm going to show you guys, I'm just going to rename this layer the building layer. Okay, I'm going to do another text tool. I'm just going to write in big font, in a big font, sorry. It's cool. There we go. So I'm going to do that. Maybe make it a bit bigger, actually. 16, maybe 18. There we go. I'm going to change the angles on this a bit. There we go. Yeah, it's cool. There we go. Um, Next, I'm also going to convert this into a smart object. So right click, convert it into a smart object. And then I'm going to go to edit and free transform right here. And you can do a perspective. So I can do this, but I'm going to control Z. Then I'm going to try distort. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. So there we go. Just put that here. Okay. Now I'm just going to make a copy of this layer and a copy of this layer. So just, oh yeah, to make copies, just write Alt and then drag it. So yes, I'll show you again. Let me just, okay. So click Alt, I have the Alt key pressed. I'm gonna click this and just drag it like that. There we go. So now, the other thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna hide all these as well. Um, Then I'm going to use the quick selection tool. I'm just going to select the building here. But you might also have to use the lasso tool as well to help out. Here, I'm just going to zoom in a bit. So yeah, Control plus to zoom, Control minus to zoom out, and then press the space key and move up and down. So I'm just going to try and get some of this here. Oops. Yeah, you might have to use the lasso tool to get the rest of that. So just click the lasso tool, press Shift. I'm just going to do the lasso tool, press Shift, and there we go. We got that. And then press Alt to get this rid of the stuff you don't want. So I don't want some of this sky here in my selection. Um, there we go. I don't want some of the sky here. I'm going to press Shift because I do want some of this. And then I'm going to press Alt again because I don't want some of this. So there we go. Maybe click Shift. Try to get all of this. There we go. Yeah, just try to get the silhouette of the building, which is kind of difficult to do. There we go. And let's try to get some of this. Oh, like I got a bit of sky there. Hold on. Okay. And just a little bit of the building here. There we go. Oh, one last bit of building. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to create a layer mask. So I'm just going to zoom back. See, we got everything properly. Create a layer mask. Okay, now I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to open all the layers again, or yeah. I'm going to go to this, fill, 0. So we're going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to have this layer selected. Go here, stroke. There we go. Opacity. So as you can see here, you got the S, you got the windows. So see, the T starts off white, but then yeah, you get the build a bit of the building in the background. So we're just going to click OK. And now I'm just going to bring everything back. Yeah, got everything. And the other thing is I'm going to have this layer selected and press Control and have this layer selected. So make sure they're both selected. Right click and I'm going to link layers. There we go. Oops. So, oh, it didn't work. Hold on. Oh, it did work. There we go. And have this selected. So you see this O, it's just white. Now there's windows. It's white, windows, white, windows. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we can move it around, see if we like a spot for this. And yeah, should be about done. So that's just my quick tutorial on how to use the type tool, like to make maybe an advertisement or to use the layer mask to do more stuff with the type tool. I really enjoyed being in this class with a lot of you guys, especially some of your blog assignments. They were really awesome. Best of luck on your final projects. It's been a pleasure. And I hope our paths cross again. So thank you so much. Oh yeah, sorry. Last thing we're gonna want to do is export. So just go here, export, export as, and you can kind of export it to wherever you would like. Anyway, so now we're done. Thank you so much. Best of luck to everyone. And yeah, shout outs to the teachers as well for teaching us all this stuff. I hope our paths cross again. Best of luck on your final projects. Thank you and take care.